Hey there, Phoenixes, and welcome to another episode of Storytime. I am Daniela Langford, and I have brought you out here with me on my meditative walk around my backyard as I do a few things here and there. I'm gonna go check on my garden, which you can see right behind me is absolutely exploding. So if you've been slowly keeping tabs on what the garden is doing as I've been making posts, boom! Oh my God, it's gotten so big! And you'll get to see a little bit better as I come around. But I wanted to come out here and bring you all out here with me today because I wanted to chat with you about why your meditative practice isn't working. Now, meditation is something that for many, including myself for a good long time, was very mysterious, very mystical and mysterious, and it seemed very elusive and inaccessible. You know, something that my brain just was not capable of. And it plagued me for a great many years because what do all the great sages and spiritual leaders and gurus and life coaches and everybody, the Tony Robbinses of the world and love Tony Robbins. What are they all saying? You have to incorporate meditation. Well, if I can't do meditation, then how can I incorporate it, right? So today we're going to be talking about some reasons why your meditative practice isn't working for you, and of course, some ways that you can actually get it to work. So, number one, why isn't your practice working? Well, to be honest, it's because we don't do it often enough. We don't do it consistently enough. And we don't do it in ways that truly bring us joy. So like right now, I'm actually out here with you on a meditative walk. Got my I don't know if you can see that, bare feet, woo, bare feet. Bare feet out here, doing grounding, doing a meditation walk. Ooh, big dragonfly just flew out of my garden. Awesome! And getting to just have some quiet time to myself out here with the cicadas. As quiet as you can get with the cicadas. But really, honestly, it's because we don't do it enough. It's because we don't do it consistently enough. And I too am guilty, so to speak, guilty as charged, to not always doing the practice as consistently as I could. You know, things pop up in life and shit happens and we get off of, we get on a rhythm and then, shit happens and we get off of it. It happens. It's life. So the most important thing to remember about that is to just pick it back up whenever you can, because that's the important part there, my Phoenixes, is to pick it back up whenever that you can. Whenever you found yourself, that you say, you feel like, yeah, I've been slacking, pick it back up. That's all. That's as simple as it is. Just pick it back up. Number two is the reason why our practice doesn't really work is kind of goes along with number one. Number two is that we've put it basically on our honey-do list. It's become a chore to meditate. We don't come out here, like, again, I was saying in number one, where I come out here and I walk for maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes! And just take in the birds, take in the sounds, take in the earth on my feet. That is so restorative, just that 5 minutes, as opposed to sitting upstairs in the dark, on my little pillow, and it's like, yes, as that, correct form, what is correct form? Again, that's so much what our group and, the message that I want to put out to you all is that what really is correct form? Is correct form doing it the way someone else told you to do it? Or is correct form doing it in the way that it makes your heart sing? Doing it in a way that makes you want to come back and do it. Which again leads with number one, because if we are not incorporating some sort of, I don't want to say fun and entertainment, but enjoyable experience with our spirituality, we're not going to want to do it. We're human, okay? And we're trapped again, in these mindsets and these things and the TV and the shit and stuff and the 9 to 5 and everything, right? So it gets very, very easy to just knock it off, right? It gets very, very easy to just let it slip aside, you know, if it's not something fun that you enjoy doing. So I encourage you to get out to a park, you know, download a nice meditation, which I'm going to be releasing a series of meditations anywhere from 5 to 25 to 30 minutes that you will be able to download for free here in the group, because you are awesome and you are in the group, but they will also be for sale on my website, but that you could do just that. You can download them, you can have them on your phone, and you could just walk around in a park, anything, whatever it is that you enjoy. You know, you can meditate while you dance, you can meditate while you sing, you can meditate while you paint, or while we do any of these free Create Friday fun, awesome things that I'm showing you. You can meditate while you do any of those, because what is meditation really, right? And again, that is part of the reason why your practice probably isn't working. Because again, what is meditation really? And for me, it is coming to a place of peace. And we're not talking about a place of peace where the mind chatter totally stops, because that is leading us to number 3. We have way too much expectation about what meditation really is. And that mentally is keeping us from being able to fully embody and enjoy and be within the moment that is meditation. Meditation isn't a shutting up, you know, 100% shutting up of that monkey mind that goes on in our head. Meditation is being able to know that you have the monkey mind, especially for us creatives and sensitives, right? Okay, it's going all the time. And just be at peace with it. You know, a thought floats by and you go, oh, look at that. And then you go back to what you were doing. You know, much like me out here walking in my backyard where I see, you know, a beautiful bird, or like the dragonfly just now. You go, oh, look, pretty. And then you continue on doing what you're doing, you know. And for so many of us, we have allowed the, you know, inaccessibility, or, you know, just the rules and regulations and how-tos, you know, how to properly do meditation. In my view, in my book, there is no wrong way. Again, much like self-care, we've talked about this before. So number one again is that consistency, you know, and that if you drop it, you find that you've dropped your practice, you know, you're not doing your meditations in the morning or in the evening or both, and you've discovered that, don't beat yourself up, okay? Here's the tip. Don't beat yourself up. It happens, okay? There has got to be a level of self-compassion that goes along with this, or else nothing will improve, and I promise you that. And so if it happens, just go, oh, shoot, okay, and then pick it right back up, you know, that night, the next morning, whatever your actual schedule is. Number 2 is that we're not having fun with it. We're not making it something that we enjoy doing. We're putting it on a honey-do list where it's like it's something that we've got to do because if it's part of a spiritual lesson, because if we don't do it, we're not going to evolve. I mean, you know, we put all of these conditions on it, right? And therefore it doesn't make it any fun to want to be in that meditative state, to want to set aside the time. Again, leading back to number 1. And number 3 was that we expect too much out of it. We expect too much out of ourselves. You know, we expect to be able to completely 100% quiet that mental chatter, that monkey mind. And by putting so many expectations on ourselves, we are really decreasing, again, our enjoyment and our willingness to want to continue to do it with any regularity. All of these things link together, and I will bet you one, if not all, are the reasons why your meditative practice isn't working. So that is my story time for you today, my darlings, while I am out here doing my own practice. I wanted to bring you out here with me and just share these little tidbits with you because I truly believe that they're going to help you be able to bring some consistency and some enjoyment, right? And some true embodiment to your spiritual meditative practice. Again, you can do it while you're dancing, you can do it while you're out here in the yard gardening, you can do it while you're painting. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it, and that you do it with consistency and love and enjoyment and love for yourself, because that is what is going to be able to enable you to be able to continue to do it for your ultimate benefit. All right, my darlings, this is Daniela of Redesign Your Life Forever. And if you are loving what you are hearing, if you are resonating with this business, I am here to help you on this journey. I have been through this. As I mentioned it a little bit before, I have really struggled in the past about how to wrap my head around not only what is meditation, but how we should do it. Is there a proper way to do it? Am I going to get in trouble with the spiritual higher, ascended masters if I don't do it right? All these kinds of fears, about failing, about, again, not doing it right, just making a mistake that's going to irreparably, change my ability to transform. And if you are feeling that way, I understand all too well, and I am here for you. I have got a few more spots open for this week coming up for one of these clarity calls that I love to offer you here in the group when I have openings. And on that call, again, we're just going to get on there. I'm going to send you a questionnaire beforehand, and we are really going to dig deep into what it is that is keeping you stuck, what is holding you back from living your best life, from living the most fulfilled, soul, purpose-driven life that you can actually enjoy. Because so much of the time we let fear of failure, fear of success, fear of responsibility, all of these things stand in our way of enjoying our life. It's crazy. Because if I'd have let the fear of failure, stop me, I would have never made this beautiful garden, which, by the way, we made by hand. All of this, okay? Every nail, every screw. And if I'd have let the fear of failure of like, oh, I'm not a carpenter, I don't know how to put any of this crap together, like it's gonna fall apart, if I'd have been able to let any of that stop me, I would not have this beautiful fruit and veg, this beautiful garden that really so worth it. And if you've been keeping up on any of those posts of my harvest, you can see how well it is doing. So excited. But again, just want to offer those spots to you for that clarity call, because if there's something holding you back, more often than not, it does take a second pair of eyes and pair of ears to see and hear exactly what that is, zero in on it, and help you, give you some actionable tools to actually start alleviating those problems right away. So if you are interested in that, I am leaving the link in the description above, and I will see you all later, my lovelies. I'm going to continue my walk, and I will talk to you later. Mwah.